Alright, what is up guys? Struder here, and today we have a very weird video that I'm going to be making. So about 3 days ago, I was actually at the park and I hurt myself pretty bad, and a lot of you guys have been asking what happened and what is going to come after the injury. So I decided to sit down and just address it as a whole. But before we get to that, I want to show you guys some of my other fails and show you guys the risks of doing what I do on a regular basis. So some of these fails have looked a lot worse than what they are. To be honest, I've never really hurt myself this bad at all. The way that I hurt myself that I'm going to be talking to you guys about is actually so ironic and completely the opposite of what you'd expect it to be. But to get right into it, I'm going to show you guys my top 5 worst fails right now, and we're going to react to them a little bit, and I'm going to give you guys a little backstory, and then I'm going to bring it around to what happened the other day. So number 5 is actually when I was doing a round off backflip shot. It was raining out and I was practicing to bring this indoors one day, and I was outside just grinding away at this, and I ended up just completely biffing it and falling, and it didn't hurt that bad, but it also looked like it went in, so it was also pretty cool. But yeah, that was number 5. Number 4 brings it back to when I was doing YouTube on a different YouTube channel, actually a really long time ago. And this was when I first started to integrate flips into my content. What I ended up doing was I put my mattress down on the ground and I covered it with snow, and I was doing flips off of it. This one in particular, I did my flip and one foot landed on the mattress, one foot landed off, and I kind of tweaked my knee and I just fell back. It looked pretty funny, so I obviously included it into the video because I like to show my fails as well. But yeah, that was number 4. It's at the soccer field at my college. I saw a couple of these videos of people taking PKs where they run up and kick it and backflip, and I thought, oh, that's something that I might be able to do. So I gave it a try and it did not work out whatsoever. This was actually one of the most recent fails that I've had where I've actually not landed the flip, and it was pretty painful obviously, and a bunch of my friends were there who saw it, so it was definitely embarrassing. This is in my hometown. This is where I used to go with a bunch of my friends to learn how to flip and gain confidence before we brought it on flat ground. But one of these days I was feeling high on adrenaline and I wanted to clear this jump that was pretty big. It doesn't look as big as it actually is on camera, but I went for it and I landed square on my butt and knocked the wind out of me, and that was definitely my second worst fail. And number 1 is, this is the first time I'm showing it online because I actually hid the fact that I did this for a really long time. But number 1 is when I was practicing a trick shot last summer and I threw it and it did not hit the basket, it hit the light. It shattered. I had to clean up glass for like a half hour, but I ended up making the trick shot, so you guys will see that as well. But that was my worst fail up until what happened the other day. So what happened the other day? So I moved down here to Orlando, and one of my buddies, Jordan, came down to visit me, and we decided to go exploring the area a little bit, go and try to make a new trick shot video for y'all. So we actually walked about a half hour to this park, and when we got there, there was some kids playing basketball already, and I don't like to take up the court and or make people move, obviously, they're there first, and they asked us to play. So we ended up playing, and the game started off nice. I hit a couple threes, Jordan hit a couple of shots, and then I decide to drive and go for a layup. If you guys don't know what a normal park basketball hoop looks like, I'll put one right here. It's usually a metal pole that loops up and then holds the rim and backboard. So I drive to the hoop and I go up for a layup, and when I jump, a kid jumps to contest me. He lands first, right here. This is his foot. My foot comes down. I twist my ankle on it and I fall straight into the pole. So when I hit the pole, and then it made the loudest ringing noise I've ever heard in my life, and then I go down and I crack my jaw right on the concrete. That's where these stitches come in. But when I cracked my jaw on the concrete, I it made my jaw close, obviously, extremely hard. And what happened was my bottom teeth actually knocked out my two front, or well, broke in half pretty much my two front teeth. I'll show a picture of it. And I got up, I was like, well, I was on the ground, and immediately I knew something had happened because my mouth was closed and I couldn't feel my two front teeth with my tongue. And then all of a sudden I was, spitting out the flakes of it. They pretty much just like blew up right in my mouth. Immediately I get up and I like walk out of the court, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on or what just happened. What am I gonna do from here? I was in complete panic mode. I didn't really notice all the other injuries that I like sustained during that because I was so focused on my teeth and my adrenaline was so high. It all seemed to happen in like a split second. In my mind, until I like thought about it later, like in that moment I remember like, how the heck did I even get out of this court? Like as soon as I drove for the layup, it felt like I drove for the layup, and then all of a sudden I was outside on the court, like calling my dad, calling my girlfriend, telling them what happened, trying to get some advice on what to do. So right now I actually have two fake front teeth in. These are temporary ones. I have to go back to the dentist on Friday to get my actual ones. But what ended up happening was when I rolled my ankle like that, I hurt my Achilles pretty bad. I took some like minor scrapes on my elbows and on my stomach, and then I ended up needing to get 2 stitches right here. So that is like super ironic that I do all these basketball trick shots that look so insane and all the flips that look so dangerous, and then I get hurt this bad in a regular game. A lot of you guys wanted to know what happened. You guys were worried about me. I saw you guys swiping up on my Snapchat story and replying to me on Instagram. So I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about it and also show you guys some of my other fails. Thank you guys for 850 subscribers. We've gained 200 subscribers in like 4 days, and that's insane. Here are the 2 shout outs for today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the comments wishing me a speedy recovery and that I feel better. It means a lot. I have been Streeter. I hope you guys have a better day than I had the other day. And later, guys.